everybody. Welcome to my top 10 list for the best Christmas movies of all time. These are my personal favorite Christmas movies of all time. I love Christmas. I love the atmosphere, the lights, the music. It's just the best time of the year to bring family and traditions all together at one. At number 10 on my list, of course, is the movie The Grinch. It was based on a book by Dr. Seuss. It has the iconic, hilariously funny Jim Carrey in this movie. He is absolutely fantastic in this movie, guys. The Fortitude. I love this movie, and it's basically about this character called the Grinch who hates Christmas, though. But along the way, you find out why he hates Christmas so much, though. But along the way, he finds the true meaning of what Christmas is really all about, though. It comes from the heart, about bringing people together. And this little girl named Cindy Lou Who teaches him that in the film, though, who happens to be from Whoville, because she's a Who. This movie is phenomenal. The atmosphere is great in the movie. It has an iconic song by Faith Hill, Where Are You Christmas? I have the song on Christmas CD, though, because it's so good. And that's my number 10, of course. The Grinch. It was directed by Ron Howard. At number 9, guys, of course, is the rom-com Love Actually. This is a very, very funny movie. And the movie is basically all about love. And it shows you the true meaning of love, but in different ways and different forms. But it still all comes out to the one thing, is love. And it shows how every person in the movie is so connected to one another, whether they realize it or not, though, in the film. And this has just an amazing cast from Bill Nye, who's absolutely hilarious in this movie. I love the scene in the movie where he's at the radio show, though, and he's asking him, what's the best shaggy hair? It's like, Britney Spears. No, she's rubbish. This movie is absolutely just funny from top to bottom. I love also seeing the movie, too, with Hugh Grant as well, too, where he's in his prime minister house, where he's like jump, mama love, jump in. Yeah. I love this movie, guys. I recommend if you've never seen it, you should see it, though. Very funny movie. It's Love Actually at number 9, guys. At number 8 is the animated film Arthur Christmas. And this movie is basically about the Claus family, the evolution of the Clauses that you see through time, though. And you see how the Clauses have all evolved, though. And of course, and you have this lovely character, Arthur Christmas, who is played by the incredible James McAvoy in this film. He is absolutely fun. He really loves the spirit of Christmas. He wants every toy in the world to be perfect for every child. And then, of course, you have his brother in the movie who plays Steven, who's played by Hugh Laurie. He wants to be all posh and perfectionist and militaristic. And of course, it's just absolutely really a funny movie, though. And basically, it shows you in the movie how you see Arthur Christmas. He wants to save Christmas, though, because this little girl has forgotten that she's not given a present to, and she wanted this bike. And it's up to Arthur and his grandpa, who's also played by the incredible Bill Nye, of course, again. I know, he's like, what is it with Christmas movies? He loves Christmas movies, apparently, though. But he's so good at it, though. He's absolutely fun. He's actually funny as a bandstand in this movie, though. And you basically see him trying to save Christmas, though, for his one little child, though. But it really shows you the aspect of how far would you go for one child, and how far would you go for family in this movie, too, as well. And it talks about how to bring families together, even when they're very dysfunctional. And that's number 8 is Arthur Christmas. At number 7 is the very funny movie, The Muppets Christmas Carol. I love this movie. There's been so many different Christmas carols in the movie. You had the old classic ones, though, and of course, then you had the animation one with Jim Carrey. But this is the one with the Muppets Christmas Carol, and it's a very good movie, though. I love this movie. Michael Keane plays Ebenezer Scrooge in the movie, and the movie is basically about 3 spirits visit Ebenezer Scrooge, who is very stubborn, who is very wealthy, who doesn't really care about anybody, who hates Christmas. Bah humbug. This movie is really, really funny, though. The Muppets are incredible in this movie, though. But it's not just the Muppets in the movie; it's the music in this movie, though. And you really see the evolution of how Ebenezer Scrooge evolves through time, though, with all 3 of the Christmas spirits coming to visit him at once. Past, present, and future. It's a really, really good movie, though. It really captures the atmosphere, the music. It's just a very good movie from top to bottom. I love this movie. That's number 7. I'm up for Christmas Carol. At number 6, of course, is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation. Christmas vacation. Yeah, I love this movie, guys. This movie is absolutely funny. Chevy Chase is, of course, the talented Clark Griswold's movie, and basically he wants a perfect Christmas for him and his entire family, but everything just goes to hell in this movie. But in such a funny way, though, and you see how he wants to have the perfect Christmas tree, and he wants to have the perfect atmosphere and the perfect music. He wants everything to be perfect, but nothing goes right at all. His family ruins everything in the movie, though, but it's such a hilarious, funny movie. I like the part where he's putting all the lights on his house. He's like, yeah. Absolutely funny. I love the scene where he's in his attic, though, where he just looks like a woman, like this, like Scarlet. He's like, yeah, this is great movie. I love this film. Beverly D'Angelo's also in the film too as well. She plays his wife in the movie and stuff. And they have a little bit of talent. Juliette Lewis in the movie plays his daughter in the film. This movie is just funny. Has great music in the song. I love also the part in the movie though where you see Clark Griswold is dreaming of the pool he wants to build into his house. All this stuff. He's like, Malakaliki Maka. He's like, and he sees a hot chick he met at the mall at the convenience store. Yeah, this movie is just funny from top to bottom, though, guys. If you've never seen it, I recommend you to see it. It's number 6, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. At number 5, of course, yes, we're in my top 5. Is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. I love this movie. I remember seeing this movie in the theater, though. Unfortunately, when I saw it in the theater, I had to go like this to go see it. It was so packed in the theater. Yeah, but I still saw the whole movie, though. This is a funny movie. It's a sequel to the original movie, Home Alone. I love the movie. Of course, you have the lovely, talented Macaulay Culkin in the movie, who plays Kevin McAllister. And basically, he gets lost in New York, though. His family decides to take another family vacation. Only this time, though, he gets lost at the airport, and he gets on a different plane to New York. And along the way, of course, he meets our great villains in the movie, of course, the Wet Bandits, or in this case, aka the Sticky Bandits in this movie. I love this movie, guys. This movie is absolutely funny. It's hilarious. You get to see the atmosphere of New York. You get to see the Rockefeller Christmas tree in the movie, and you get to see, Kevin McAllister running around New York and doing all these funny things in the movie, where he goes to the Plaza Hotel and it's like that stuff. And he makes a fool out of the freaking the concierge in this movie, though. And it's just an incredibly good movie. It pays great homage to the original film, though. I love this movie. I've watched this movie more than a dozen times, and it never stops, though. I like the part where freaking he goes into the house, though, with the Wet Bandits, and the one guy's like, he puts like this electricity thing like that stuff like like Harry. I love this film, though, guys. This movie is absolutely hilarious. And at number 5 is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. At number 4 is the movie called The Santa Claus. I remember when I saw this movie, though, I went to go see it with my family in the theater back home, and the theater was absolutely packed, though. We had to sit all the way in the back seat of the theater. But this movie is really, Tim Allen is fantastic in this movie. And he basically plays a guy who works for this toy company. And one night, he accidentally knocks Santa off the roof by accident. And eventually he takes on the role as Santa Claus, though. And you see through the movie how he's evolving, how he's changing into Santa Claus, how he's getting a big beard, where he's like trying to shave and stuff in the movie. And he's like and the beard is like, yep, I'm in big trouble. Yeah, this movie is absolutely good, though. It has also Judge Reinhold in the film, of course. You probably know him from movies like Vice Versa and The Gremlins, of course, back in the old days. This movie is good. You get the real Christmas atmosphere, the music, you get to see how he evolves and changes from being a normal dad to being Santa Claus, though. But you see how it also brings everybody together in the family, even though they're not all agree with one another in the movie, too, as well. It's just a very good movie. I love this movie. It's definitely one of my favorites, guys. And that's number 4, The Santa Claus. At number 3, of course, is the movie called Gremlins. I love Gremlins. This movie is just great. I love the creatures in this movie, though. It's so well done in this movie. Gizmo. And basically the movie is about this dad who decides to bring this little creature home who happens to be a mogwai, and his name is Gizmo. And along the way, his dad tells him you can't do these certain things. You can't feed him after midnight. You can't give him water and stuff. And you see when you give him water or food after midnight, these little things pop out of his body, and basically they turn into gremlins, who are basically these chaotic creatures who destroy and wreck everything. But at the same time, they're kind of funny, but really ruthless at the same time, in the movie, though. This is a really good movie, though. It's a classic. I love this movie. It has Phoebe Cates in the movie as well, too. Very, very good movie. I love the creatures in this movie. I love Gizmo in the movie because he's so cute. He's sort of, he's like, oh, I just want to hug you. Yeah, I love this movie, guys. And its number 3 is, of course, Gremlins. At number 2 is the iconic classic movie Miracle on 34th Street. Now, this is the original version. Later on, they made a version in the 90s, which I wasn't really too big of a fan with, though. I like this version better, though. This movie is a really beautiful movie, guys. I actually have it at home, though. I have the black and white version and the color version of it. Yes. Yeah, it has a fantastic cast, and it has Maria O'Hara. Love Maria O'Hara, that sexy, fiery redhead. Ah, yeah. And this movie is basically about this woman, played by Maria O'Hara, who decides, that there's one time at the Thanksgiving parade that her Santa gets drunk, though. And this Santa calls her on it, though, and then she asks him to take over the role as Santa Claus for the company Macy's. And along the way, though, he meets this guy in the movie who happens to be a lawyer, who happens to be in love with Maria O'Hara in the film. And along the way, you get to see, the atmosphere of New York at that time period, of course. You get to see how Santa Claus wants everybody to kind of, see the meaning of Christmas, what Christmas is really all about, though. And he wants people to believe in who he is as Santa Claus. But some people just don't believe in him, though. Like, of course, Maria O'Hara's character in the film, though. And, of course, her little daughter, who's still skeptical about it, though. But along the way, you get to see the magic and mystery of this movie. And it's about bringing people together as well as to this movie, and about believing in something, about the true meaning of what Christmas is really about. It comes from the spirit, it comes from the heart, though. I love this movie, guys. It's a fantastic movie, and it's Miracle on 34th Street at number 2. And before we get to our number 1 movie, we heard a few honorable mentions. Okay, guys, the anticipation is waiting. At number 1, of course, is the iconic movie, is the original Home Alone. Guys, this is by far the best Christmas movie that was ever made. I love this movie. The music is so fantastic in this movie. I love the score by John Williams. He does a phenomenal job with this musical score in the movie. And for the first time you see the movie, though, you see his house, though, and you see the atmosphere of his house and the lights on his house and the tree. It's just incredible, though. This is such a good movie, guys. It's about family. It's about Christmas. It's about finding the meaning of Christmas, though. But it has a great barrel of laughs in the film, where this little boy, Kevin McAllister, played by the great Macaulay Culkin, is left home alone by his parents by accident on Christmas, because his parents decided to go to parents without him, though. Accidentally forgot him. And along the way, though, you see how he's roaming around the house like, I'm free! Jumping on the bed and like that stuff. Jumping on a sled where he's flying out the door on a stairwell and stuff. But along the way, he also realizes, too, in the movie, though, it's like how much he misses his family, though, even though they don't always get along and see eye to eye and things, though, and stuff in this movie. But it really shows you, too. And along the way, of course, he meets the iconic Wet Bandits, played by Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern in the film. These guys are absolutely funny. And they basically try to break into this house, and they basically try to rob the house. But they have no idea what's in store for them, though, along the way. It's just a very, very good movie. It's so funny. And I love every scene in this movie. I can tell you pretty much every scene in this movie I've seen 100 million times, because I love it so much, guys. That's my number 1 movie, is Home Alone. At number 1. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you like this video. And I would like to say, everybody, a Merry Christmas. Keep the change, you filthy animals.